remarkable action by the NCAA. Comes a day after, also yesterday, taking the statue down over the weekend as well. So for Joe Paterno, October 29th, last game, November 8th, fired, dead on January 22nd of lung cancer. And here in the middle of July, July 22nd, July 23rd, the statue comes down and significant punishment handed out to Penn State. I don't see how Penn State, how the NCAA could have done anything else. Obviously, this is an exceptional situation, and I think the NCAA.
So you are in favor of the statue coming down, correct?
No, you can't have a statue of that guy in front of the stadium. I'd take his name off the library. I got that they left that up now, and that's a less emotional thing. But I don't think you can. I think you got to remove your association with him. I know it's really hard, but I think it's got to be done.
There were many people and many writers who came out over the weekend and prior to argue that no, you should leave it up as a symbolic statue of not Joe Paterno, but about what happened, and so they never forget. And I was thinking, okay, you don't want to forget. Put up a statue of Jerry Sandusky right next to him. If you want to remember everything that happened.
Right. If you
like
really,
all this bullshit report about, oh, well, this would be a good idea to remember and all that. Put up a statue of Jerry Sandusky if you really don't want to forget.
Yeah, I'm not a fan in general of taking things down because, this is too raw, too fresh. You know, I mean, I'm not a fan of wiping out history, and Joe Paterno is not solely his totally negligent, aberrant, hideous behavior in regards to how he handled this. I mean, obviously, it pales obviously in comparison to what Jerry Sandusky did. We're not making that point, but reasonable people see a situation where you are running that university, you're the most powerful person there, and a massive abdication of responsibility for the most innocent victims there are. So you can't have a statue of him there. You don't have to destroy the statue. Like, I got that. Maybe it goes up at a Penn State football museum. I got that.
I had an idea about how to handle the whole statue situation. Sell it to the highest bidder and have the money go to a charity.
Yeah,
there's one way of doing it.
Yeah, that definitely. That's certainly one way of doing it. I don't. By the way, Penn State's fine. Speaking of charity, that $60 million goes to organizations that help prevent and treat victims of child abuse. And interestingly, the money can't be an organization that Penn State runs. It's got to go. It's got to go outside the university.